this model, students progress at their own pace, either on their own or with a partner or small group. A typical class period has students working through a playlist, which consists of screencasts I've created to introduce new concepts, skill practice problems on IXL or Khan Academy. These are typically my DOK1 or DOK2 questions, followed by deeper questions, typically DOK2 and 3. I also include extension activities at the end for those who master the content quickly. Students receive instant feedback as they work. They can keep trying a problem until they get it. At the same time, I can track student progress as they work. I can target kids who are stuck or not working, or identify a concept that is giving many students trouble. I can then intervene with a small group or address the issue with the entire class as needed.
Sometimes in regular classes, I'm kind of too afraid to ask a question without being judged. In our class, it's not like that because I know I have one-on-one time with the teacher if I have a question.
You can work at your own pace and receive help only when you need it. I feel so much less stress in this class than I do in my other classes.
We do the problems. It tells us if it's right or wrong, and if it's wrong, we just ask Mr. Rappel, and he comes and explains everything to us. He doesn't give a lot of homework. He just expects us to do the work.
Even if you're sick or away for a couple of days, it's always on your computer and you can do it whenever.
I'm actually one of those people who is not very good with technology, so it's kind of hard for me sometimes. I'm more of a traditional based learner. I do like how the playlists help me to learn the concept at my own pace.
And being able to work on my own and ask questions only when I need to helps me so much because I don't feel all the pressure.
Yeah, and I like it because you get to work alone, and I work better alone than when I'm with others. And it helps me drive myself to do the work. It's just more about understanding the concept rather than feeling oh, I have all this to do. I think the idea of learning with technology or through technology kind of made her be what the heck?
Yeah.
It's kind of strange. I don't like it. It's foreign. Back in the day, we did chalk and talk kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And I don't like that. I realized I don't like that. It just makes it.
Yeah.
So I think those were the primary concerns with me not being able to understand algebra with technology, but I did.
Yeah.
When you get homework from a teacher and it's a classic classroom, you don't really know the answer right away until the next day, but then when you're doing the playlist, you know what you have wrong, so you know what you understand, what you don't, you know what you need to work on. It's more direct.
When I watch the videos and stuff, I can retain the information really easily. It's way easier for me to watch the videos and do the problems, and watch another video and do the problem, and do it in my notebook, and then oh, I got the answer right, okay, move on. And I actually remember the stuff. I'm a musician, and I heard all my life that there was a thing with music and math, and I was that's not true. Before blended, I was that's not true. I'm not doing good in math. I'm getting 50s on my tests. There's no correlation unless I'm a bad musician. But I didn't think I was bad. I think I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at my flute. And but now I can see it. When I count my music, I remember math and things and stuff like that. And it just makes sense. Subdividing your measures. I'm not gonna go too deep into this because it's kind of confusing. But cut time, 4 4 times 6 8. All the counting makes sense. And I'm understanding music more now too, as well as math.
So catching up was a lot easier because everything's online, and I was able to catch up really fast, and I did well on the test because even though I missed 3 weeks of school, I still understood everything. Whereas in my other classes, I had no idea what was going on. It took me much longer to catch up in my other classes.
It's so much easier to catch up with formative than it is for history. If you missed the history lecture, then oh well. Get the notes from someone else. That's what the teacher says. But with formative, if I'm absent, I can just do it at home. While I'm coughing, being sick, I can still do the work that everyone else did.